Welcome back to my channel. I've got something really exciting today to show you. As some of you may already know, I'm a huge fan of Madame Glam polishes. I've got about 400 or so in my collection already, and they were so kind as to send me a PR package. I am so excited, so happy to have gotten this. Thank you so much, Madame Glam. And they've also provided me with a coupon code for 35% off your order. And it's Love Your Nails 35. So if you're not already a VIP member getting 50% off like myself, make sure to use that code when you go in and place your order. So what I've got here is some items picked out from the new House of Nourish collection, as well as a couple of art gels. So check this out here. Here is Divine Self. I've got Visionary. These are really nice opaque cream gel polishes. This one here is Glimpse of Light. This is a milky polish with some white, black, and gold flecks. Then I got the Frosting 3D Art Gel, as well as the Mirage 3D Sculpting Gel. So what I'm going to do is swatch these first. So I've got some swatches for my collection so I can see how the colors look. And these are just clear. There's going to be no swatching for these. They're just for doing art. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is, yeah, this one is solid. So that's a solid gel for doing 3D embellishments. And then this one here. This one here is a not quite solid, but thick. A thick no wipe for doing chrome accents. I hope that will look really cool. So let's see what sort of design I can come up with using these. All right, so as always, I do 2 coats on each of my swatches, so I can see what kind of color coverage that I've got. This is such a nice pinky, dusty mauve. Just a hint of pink in there, I'd say. Self-levels just beautifully. You could almost get away with 1 coat coverage with that. You probably could, yeah. But I always do 2. Second coat. So nice. This is Visionary. It's a beautiful fall collection without being your typical fall color palette of oranges and greens and that sort of thing. This is much more up my alley. This is such a nice light staple gray to have in your collection. Make a really great base. It's interesting, it's gray toned with, almost a tiny hint of a greenish undertone. Really nice. I got their terrazzo years ago that was a similar look. It has a really cool like stone effect. It's a darker, more opaque color though. This is a little more sheer. Very cool. All the flakes in that lay nice and flat. So even just a thicker top coat, one that's not too runny, should cover that up no problem. Really nice. And here they are all top coated. Colors are just beautiful. Thank you so much, Madam Glam, for sending me these to try out. I cannot wait to do a set with them and see how that comes out. We'll hope for the best. But they're beautiful. All right, so as always, to get started, because this is going to be a press-on set, I want to make sure that the polish is staying on really nice. So it will be going in with the tip prep. This is going to etch the surface, make sure our polishes stick and we don't have any lifting. And once all of our nails have been prepped, we're going to go in with a primer. Make sure they stay down nice, just a quick swipe. Don't overdo it. So I'm going to need a paint palette for doing my marble. I'm going to start off with my easiest nail first. And what we are using today is these three colors from Madam Glam. I am also going to be using tip stickers and straight lines just to make them quick and easy. You could also use gel paint and chrome. I've also got these nice floral stickers I'm going to use, as well as some rhinestones and some little gold studs. So I'm just going to go in first with my Glimpse of Light and do a half nail. Do some straight lines. I'm going to be alternating the purple and gray here for using as a marble effect. And I'm not going to swirl these because I don't want to work with a swirly marble design. I'm more looking for a straight, kind of just more natural up and down kind of line. I'm going for more of a wood grain type of look. And now I'm going to go in with just a little bit extra of each individual color and just place them in wherever I feel like it's needed. These colors blend beautifully together, but you do have to make sure that you don't overblend because they do melt into each other quite quickly and easily. So now that I've got it out of the lamp, I'm going to go in with the second coat of the Glimpse of Light, layer up that color and the flakes. The cream colors are very opaque, so we're likely really good with just that one coat there. With this, I'll just play around with it a little to get the gold flakes kind of spread out where I want them. So then I'm going to move on to the next nail and do some color blocking with the Glimpse of Light. It's tricky to see my lines because I'm working kind of clear on clear. And then going in with the color blocking again on the next nail, only this time we're doing a small square space, not the full space around it. Because I'm working in limited space. Put down a layer first. Just again to get my nice clean lines so I can see where I'm supposed to be working. And it'll give us a little more leeway with the marble. You can see why I use stickers. Line work is just not my bag. I'm so finicky. I'm pretty good about that. And then I'll do the same with this nail. Go in with a solid base for underneath that marble, just to make things easier. All right. Now, when we go in with our marbling, it shouldn't be quite as tricky. We don't have to worry about getting it right up to the line because we gave ourselves a little wiggle room there. And my teeny tiny detailer brush is always my best friend, as well as my cleanup. We just dab our edges so that we don't have excess pooling. Of the extra polish from doing the marble. Sometimes adding that extra bit of polish to get your marble look in there can make it a little thick and runny. I'm just trying to drag the polish and off so I don't get a big pool at the bottom, and that I can erase those brush strokes down there. And now back to this. I can fill in our white. And I'll be placing my striping stickers over this transition line, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just trying to fill it out a bit so that there's not such a deep groove when the sticker goes over it. And then going in with the same idea, this piece here. So now that we've got our bases all set up, we can go in with our sticker lines. Now, unfortunately, with my French lines, I'm going to have to put the stickers down first and paint around them. Otherwise, I can't really figure out where my line is. I'm going to have to go in with my detailer brush so that I don't mess up my gold line. Just going to look for some gold flecks to add in there. And the crappiest thing about these stickers is that they have a clear kind of outline to them, so it's a little tricky to get right up to the gold over that clear section. Colors that we're using, it won't be too noticeable even if I'm not super precise. I'm going to go in with a very light-handed coat of gray base before modeling over top, again just so I can snug it up against that gold French sticker. A lot easier than trying to work with the whole marble ombre brush. Okay, and then we're going to go in with our marble. I'm missing a little purple over here, so pick a little up and add it in. You can see it's kind of starting to pool a little bit at the ends, or at the bottom, which is where our wipe comes in. Picking up some of that excess. It's starting to, it's not that noticeable, but it's puddling a little bit here at the bottom. Okay, the finishing tip on here. A couple more gold flakes. These ones we are going to go over with a base coat so that we can fill in that ridge from our French line. For the thumbnail here, we're going to go in with another French tip, but we're going to do it as a scallop. So I'm taking a large French tip sticker and I'm going to be cutting it in half and laying it down the middle like a scallop edge. And then just like the others, we rub it down nice and snug with the silicone tool, and then we trim off our excess on the edges. All right, now that we have that down, we can go in again with our tip. Gonna do a gray base just so we cover up that sticker really well. And then the same thing. Looks like we're going to need a little more purple. And then finish up the tip on this one for the second coat. Pop that in the lamp. Now that I'm done with my marble mixture, I can put that away. All right, so now I can finish putting our other lines on. So far, so good. Now we go in with our flowers. Gems and our rhinestones. These are super delicate. So be really careful. So not quite sure where I'm going with here as far as embellishments, but we'll get started and see what ends up coming together. Got a few ideas. And I have played with this for, oh, probably hours, trying to decide where to put everything. Can often be really tricky for me to make a final decision on whatever it is I'm going to do. I just always come up with so many different ideas and I want to try them all before deciding. I'm going to do a floral type design here with these little kind of teardrop shapes. They kind of have the look of little tiny petals. I don't know if I like the size of the bigger stones. I don't think I like that look. That's going to be too long. I wonder, at this point, maybe I can go in with a bigger stone. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so after a little bit of fussing and squishing, I got everything in there and lined up the way I want it. So I'll put this into the lamp to cure. Now I've been playing with the pinky here, and I want to do something kind of similar. I bring that element of the gemstones from the thumb into the pinky, but we're working with a much smaller space. We don't want it to get overcrowded looking, so it's going to be like a part of a flower petal or part of a flower. Trying my best not to get the glue onto the front of my rhinestones, my crystals, because that'll ruin the shine. The metal pieces are fine because you're going to actually go over those to protect them, because you will lose color off of studs and such if you don't cover them. Alright, after much fussing about, I think I like that placement. I'd prefer it to be up a little bit higher, but I feel like if I do that, here, I'll try it. I feel like if I do that, then I'll need to put another petal in, and then it might not look as good. See, with just the slightest movement, you get kind of an not entirely different look, but it really does change things. See, then it looks like there should be a petal there. I don't have the space for it, so when I work, unfortunately, every little detail counts. And I constantly adjust until I get exactly the look that I'm hoping for. And finally into the lamp. All right, moving right along. That's 2 nails finished, except for top coating and leveling. Now figure out what to do with these ones. I really would like to put another flower design on here. I'm just not quite sure what it'll look like. So it'd be nice to incorporate the flowers and the gems if possible. I'm going to try going in with this sticker to get an idea of what it might look like. I wonder, I haven't pushed that down yet because I just want to see. That's really big. This is a really big gem. We're not going there. No, not doing it for me. I think they tie it all in together well. Okay, we're gonna go with that. I'll get everything sealed down. I can't decide whether these crystals end up putting it too over the top, if it's just too much, or if it works out just well. I'm not sure. You have to let me know in the comments what you think. So let's get these glued down. We'll go with what we've got here. Finish putting this sticker down because I wasn't 100% on what I was doing yet. Still not, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Alright, so I switched up the size of these crystals here. I do like that better. Yes, going with the smaller size. The other one was just looking a bit too chunky. It's not wanting to stick to that chrome sticker, which makes sense. So I'm going to clear it off. I'm going to dab some primer there because I don't want it lifting. And this is something we'll use over all of the stickers to prevent lifting, because that shiny surface is hard for the gel to stick to. Another reason to get good at line work and doing it by hand. There we go. Just with that, it's starting to stick way better. Stay in place. In the lamp. All right, out of the lamp. So now to finish these up, it's really important you want to go in with the primer over your stickers, just so that the gel will stick well to them. Don't soak them, just a light touch. Then what we're going to do is go in with a base. Again, remember we've got stickers and such that we want to make sure that we're layering in there good. So we don't want to just rush in with a top coat. Don't want to get your gems with any gel on them. You go around them carefully. You can even get in there with the detailer brush and our stripe stickers as well. I'm going to put some base on my palette. Use it's just my junky detailer brush for doing different odd things like this. Because we do want to cover those metal pieces, the studs, but we do not want to cover our crystals. And it's a good idea to get nice up and close into the crevices of those crystals, just to help really secure them on there, just without touching the top of the crystal itself, so that you don't take away that faceted shine that it has. So here is our base gel cured. What I'm going to do is just check the edges where we had our stickers and make sure that there's nothing over the edge that needs filing. No little pieces sticking out. Just to prevent any lifting issues. Yep, they're all nicely smoothed out. And we're ready for our top. Doing the same thing as I did with the base. I'm gonna have a little bit here on the palette so that I can fill in those details. Again, same as the base coat with your top coat, you want to go over every detail except for your crystals. You don't want that top coat onto your crystals because it will dull the shine. I'm running out of my Madam Glam top. I use it all the time. As some of you might know, I have issues with really bad allergies due to being a nail tech for years and years and not wearing gloves, because my training 10 years ago did not educate me very well in that manner. So now I'm always sure that I'm wearing gloves for protection, doing everything I can to protect myself. And one of the ways I do that is using Madam Glam products. I find because they are HEMA-free and 21-free that I do have a lot less issues with them with my allergies. That's not to say that they are completely allergen free, but definitely I have less issues using them than I do many other gel products, which is something I really appreciate given how bad my allergies are and how horrifically they can set me back if I have an outbreak because I'm not careful enough. And here they are, all finished and shined up. These turned out so much better than I could have ever hoped. They're so classy and elegant. I'm really thrilled with how well they turned out. I cannot wait to wear these. Thank you again, Madam Glam, for these beautiful polishes and this opportunity. I had so much fun designing something with a set of colors that came to me. I'm really happy with the result. And don't forget, for 35% off, use my code LOVEYOURNAILS35 or become a VIP member like me and get 50% off all the time. So thanks again. Keep watching. Who knows what's going to come next? I have all kinds of videos ready to go for different product hauls, comparison videos, tutorials. I am hoping to make sure that I'm getting at least one new video out a week. So make sure you've got that subscribe button hit, like the videos, and I'll keep putting them out there as much as I can. All right, hope you guys like them. If you have any comments, make sure to leave them below, and I'll include product links for everything that I can. Thanks. Bye.